Listen up. The Bible encourages us to become like mothers who spread the bread of life and share it to the hungry children of the world. To raise our voices and proclaim the good news that God's kingdom is coming very soon to the earth. To stoke the fires that burn under the altars of our hearts for God and alter our thoughts that taught us to chase after our own selfish ambitions. Instead, we sit in church, streaking our snaps at the pastor's sermon, texting our friends while the Bible text is being said. We refuse to leave our books unread, but our Bible sits unread on our bedside table. We don't want to ghost our besties, meanwhile the Holy Ghost hasn't heard from us in weeks. We're content to post 5 scriptures on our status when we haven't stored a single one in our hearts. His grace is sufficient, so we see it as an excuse to disgrace his suffering, updating our stories, both private and passion, while the passion of the Christ plays on repeat. We've been diagnosed with short-term memory loss, forgetting that we made God a promise mere moments after he grants us our requests. Running into the arms of sin like a long-lost lover, erratically ripping off the clothes of nakedness, drowning as the waves of desire repeatedly crash over us until we are washed ashore onto the land of reality, crying before God that he's not to blame for our rebellion. Why do we do this? Why do we enjoy hammering the nails into Christ as he scratches his nails against the wood in utter agony? We sow seeds of sorrow after we gorge on the fruits of mockery, shaming our friends when they try to turn us toward the right direction, yet always praying for Jesus to take the wheel. Are we the bride of Christ? Or are we side chicks that turn up when we have needs? Are we Christians? Or are we churchians? I think it's time we sit down and ask ourselves, is heaven indeed the goal?